What's up, world? Welcome back to Charge the Game podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck. Today's video is going to be about Bryce Young's debut. Now, we all know that 9 times out of 10, once they're looking to start a quarterback, they don't play as much. But, man, I thought that Stroud had a messed up debut. This guy here was getting punished, right? But before we get into the video, how about you guys do your boy a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. And if you like the content at the end of the video, please give this video a thumbs up. Back to the video. Now, we all know that Bryce Young was the #1 draft pick, right? And this is from AP News, where it says Panthers Bryce Young limited to 21 yards in preseason. I think that's more than CJ Stroud. Debut as Jets win 27-0 without A-Rod. First of all, we know that the North Carolina Panthers suck. We also know that the O-line is trash. Baker Mayfield was getting his ass handed to him when he played briefly with them because they're just not a good football team. They're hoping to make changes with Bryce Young's superior talent as he displayed in college, right? But NFL football is a lot different from college football, and I can't stress this enough. I believe Bryce Young went to Alabama, right? Yeah, he went to Alabama. He was with the Roll Tide. Like I keep telling people, there is a difference between playing in the SEC or the Pac-12 or whatever you call it, right? There's a huge difference playing in those big schools because, yes, you do have great superior talent around you. You are playing against superior talent, but if you're not tested, if your skill sets aren't tested, and you're placed into a position to deliver and excel at that because you have such good talent around you on offense and defense, you will not be ready for what's going to hit you in the NFL. Because as bad as this North Carolina football team is, you put this team in college, they'll run through everybody. That's just how good the NFL is. So anyway, this guy had a debut, and it was bad. We also know that this guy is more than undersized, right? I have a post pulled up here where it actually says Bryce Young's height measured at 5'10". Also says that this guy is 204 pounds, which has me laughing, right? Because we all know that what they do on these stats and measurements, they kind of milk it, right? So to be honest, this guy is probably 5'9" and 190, if that, right? You can look at this guy and tell 200 is probably water weight, which he probably put on to go to the combine to, die down and kill the noise, right? So he's already super small. That was the #1 problem and concern, about Bryce Young entering the NFL. In my opinion, I do think that he's small and undersized. I think that Baker Mayfield is small and undersized, but for some reason, I like the way Baker Mayfield plays, actually. A lot of, sports shows like to talk about him, but I kind of put him in the same category. He's just as undersized too, but he has a little more stoutness to him and a little more weight. But I think that they both are similar playing styles to me. I could be crazy. You guys can let me know in the comment section. But I wasn't too hype about this quarterback class at all. And I'm not saying that this guy doesn't have the potential to be good. We saw CJ Stroud, but I do think that Bryce Young is in a worse predicament as far as the team he's on. In fact, let's go ahead and watch the video of Bryce Young's debut. Oh.
In this new NFL, he played it, dance at the line a little bit too much.
Oh. So as you guys can see, he took some hits. He was getting his ass whacked all across that field. And let's pull up his stats and see what he accomplished, right? The performance wasn't really anything to write about. Oh, okay, shade. Young was in for 3 possessions, which worked out to just 11 plays. He finished 4 of 8 passing for 21 yards. So at least the guy is 50%, right? So it just goes to show that, man, I don't know if this guy should really be QB1 because you're playing against competition that's not even the starters. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with CJ Stroud. Man, these boys is coming from these spoiled schools and they had it made, and they get to the NFL and realize real quick that it's a different ball game. And that's why you see the rotation of quarterbacks and quarterbacks come and go. I know I sit back all the time and wonder, like, dang, it's like every year they draft so much. Like, where do these players, like, how do they get playtime? How do they make the roster? The thing is, these people don't last long enough in the league because a lot of NFL players realize that this isn't what they thought it would be. They realize this with these type of hits. They realize this with this type of slander. They realize this with this type of media coverage. It's an intense job. You better make sure that if you are a starter, you have your head in the game. This is going to be a learning curve for all of these rookies quarterback as we continue to watch the NFL season. I just want to say that, Panthers, the whole organization, they have some work to do. This guy is clearly undersized, but not saying that anything is impossible, but you just kind of know right away sometimes. And based off what I've seen from Stroud, Young, I'm not too impressed. What I was impressed with was Justin Fields. What I was impressed with was Jalen Hurts. You see it before it develops sometimes. And in this situation, I just can't see it. So you guys let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all like the debut? Y'all think that he did his thing? Y'all think that he did what he could? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this and what do you guys think of his NFL future going forward. Let me know how you charge to the game. Peace.